What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. So, yesterday, Slam Ball officially returned on ESPN. If you remember, it was out like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, with the basketball with trampoline. It's like football, basketball, and rugby all mixed together, man. And they got some backing by ESPN and decided to bring it back. So the trampolines, all the hard hitting action, the high flying dunks debuted yesterday with 2 games, and I watched one to just peep the action and see how it is. So I'm gonna share my thoughts with y'all. Let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
So, initially, I expected the broadcast to be much improved. It left Spike TV and went to ESPN. So, they were going to bring out the bells and whistles. So, I love the production quality of the sport and how they just rolled it out. Advertisement's been all right. Anyways, the action is just how I remember it. I do think they did a better job of recruiting, like, legitimate athletes. Especially, like, it shows in this clip. Darian Slade out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, my hometown. He's a former FCS All-American, played at Campbell, and you can see why he was an All-American safety with this hit right here. Now, I think they did a good job of, one, keeping it physical. I think that's going to attract some eyes, just seeing people getting laid out in open court like that. It's going to make up for the flopping of the NBA. We're going to get our frustration out through slam ball because it ain't no flopping. These boys is getting lifted. I'm talking about head over their feet over their head, laid out. You hear me? But overall, I think the competition was good. I think they're doing a good job, like I said, of recruiting athletes. And you can tell they've got some real basketball players with like backgrounds in basketball, man. We're seeing more 4-point shot opportunities, man. Curry even impacting that aspect of it, man. People going for the 4-point play, dropping bombs, shooting the rock. So that was something that I don't think you saw in the original slam ball. People really shooting the ball. So I thought that was pretty cool and adds another element. How they kind of break the position downs with the gunner. And they got these rim protectors, y'all. It's one guy's job to literally stand under the basket and get dunked on. Well, he's not supposed to get dunked on. Obviously, he's supposed to be protecting the rim. But, man, I couldn't tell sometimes. So they break it up. They have the ball handler, the shooter, and then the big man. So it's kind of relatable to basketball in that aspect. And that they're trying to get a ball through a hoop. But I thought it was pretty good, honestly. It wasn't mind-blowing, mesmerizing. I think we're kind of getting eased into it. And the more you watch and the more, as a public, we get familiar with the players and, the teams and who's good and who are the stars of the league and who to watch out for, I think the popularity will continue to grow because it's a quality product, to be honest with you, man. But I thought that it was entertaining. It was very physical, like we said, but also skilled, man. And just the way that they were setting guys up with the no-look passes and just the alleys that were being thrown, like patience. Like, guys were actually out there straight up running offense, man. So that was pretty cool to see. I mean, it's a lot of sports going on with TBT going on, too. So I was flipping back and forth, checking it out. But overall, man, I mean, it was solid, I mean, it's something to watch, especially, the World Cup, Women's World Cup's on right now. So we'll have a separate video about that. So, I mean, there's other stuff on. But, like, if you ain't got nothing to do and it's you craving sports and you a sports junkie like myself, it's something cool to watch, and you might see some familiar faces as well, some former athletes that were competing, that are now competing in Las Vegas doing their thing, so it'll be fun to watch. We may follow up on it the deeper it gets into their season, but I think it was solid so far. We'll see. Not blown away, but also not disgusted either. So, anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Did y'all check out week 1, day 1 of Slam Ball? Did y'all tune in? What did y'all think about it? Holler at me in the comments, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest so you can stay up and join our membership program. Hey, we got that exclusive content dropping daily, weekly, whatever you need it. Anyways, that's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. That's a wrap. We out.